Hey, good morning, guys. Today we're going to be looking at symbiosis. All right. So today's notes are something you guys have probably seen in middle school, looking at like commensalism, mutualism, parasitism. We're also going to look at predation and just basic competition. Okay. So we're looking at interactions between organisms and in an ecosystem. And that's what we're going to be looking at for this week, today, and the rest of this week, and sort of building on this early next week. Okay. So there's 5 types of interactions. We're going to look, like I said, predation, competition, and then the 3 symbiosis things: mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. All right, predation, that's just when one organism hunts and feeds on another organism. Okay, so that would be like a lion attacking a gazelle. That's predation. The predator is the eater, the prey is the food. It's pretty much that simple, it's just, but when you're doing this and thinking about these things, also realize that herbivores, like a cow eating grass, is also predation. The cow is eating and feeding on that grass. Okay, so the cow is the predator and the grass is the prey. All right, a couple of definitions of vocab words. Make sure you know what a habitat and a niche are, then like know the difference. A habitat is just where organisms live at. Okay, it could be a tree, it could be a field, it could be a forest, wherever it may be, maybe the ocean, the deep ocean, the shallow ocean. A niche is that specific role that species has in that environment. And like your role could be to be a predator, or it could be to be a prey. Like a gnat, its role is to be a prey. Okay, so that could be your role. Your niche is your role. All right, so now we're going to move through things pretty quickly. Okay, so looking at competition, that's a struggle between 2 organisms fighting over the same resource, and that resource could be food, water, minerals. Like plants compete. It could also be for mates. And there's 2 different types of competition. There's interspecific with an ER, interspecific. You notice right here. And different, ER and different. So that's different species. All right. Intraspecific with an A, intraspecific is an A and same. That's the same species competing. All right. So inter would be like a cheetah and a lion fighting over food. Intraspecific would be like 2 deer fighting over a mate. All right. So now we're getting into symbiosis. And this is when you have these 2 organisms that have a really close relationship and they live together, sort of. Okay. So first one is mutualism. That's when they both benefit, like a bee and a flower. The bee is getting pollen. The flower is getting pollinated. Okay. Mutualism, clownfish and sea anemone. Sharks and lamprey. They're all getting benefits here. Okay. Commensalism is when one organism benefits and the other one is unaffected or doesn't really care, like the barnacles on a whale. A 40-ton whale does not care if there's 10 pounds of barnacle on it. Probably wouldn't even care if there's 100 pounds of barnacle on it. It's huge, right? Look at this here. There you go. Some barnacles. Barnacles are very unique. We should study those one day. And the last one is parasitism. That's when one organism benefits and the other one is harmed. So the parasite lives on or in the host. And a good example would be like tapeworms on humans, ticks, or fleas on your dog. Those are good examples of parasitism. So this is a tapeworm. Nasty. You can YouTube some stuff about tapeworms. Tapeworms are one of those things. And I love biology, but tapeworms are one of those things that freaks me out. Hello. Just making a video. So just know those. You got competition. That's when 2 organisms are fighting over a resource, or it could be a mate. Predation. That's when one organism actually eats another organism. And then you have the 3 symbiosis relationships. You have mutualism. They both benefit. Commensalism. One benefits and one doesn't really care. And then lastly, you have parasitism, which is one benefits and the other one is harmed. Just look over these notes today, refresh this, and we will be working on symbiosis and interpersonal relationships sort of in ecosystems the rest of this week. Have a good day.